looks like we're live. Welcome, folks. If you don't know already, my name's Kevin G Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel. We're gonna play some Empyrion Galactic Survival. There we go. I feel very comfortable and satisfied. Alright. Checking our resources here. Wheat. So I need mushrooms. Oh, that's right. And I was doing that too. So let's put down a few more plants while we move on. Anything else? Have a nice wrap of bread. There you are. And let's go drop a couple more. And go right there. I'll do right there. And do some eggplant there. Alright, so now I'm gonna go look for mushrooms. And I don't really have weapons yet worth anything. Next thing I'm going for, well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, I just need to find some mushrooms. Turn the old power on, still got 83%. So where's a likely place to find mushrooms? Maybe. Maybe. Just... Yeah, it might just be better off going to Master on. Sweetener. eggs. Don't particularly need. There's some aliens here. They're running away. I'm not trying to pick a fight. Just taking a look. Just looking around, guys. Just wanted to see these beautiful creatures in action. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go to the... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go off planet. Let's see if I can get to the other place. Pick up some... We're going off world. All right. That's the ice world. I don't like the ice world. That's where it came from. That's Skillion. That's not what I want. I think I want... I gotta be flipped the other way. No. There it is. That's a long ways away, but I got cruise control. Let's... Rich, packable, what are we, file? The Masperon. I got this little ship. And I can fly back and forth between the planets within the system in this little ship. All right. But before you get the good stuff, you have to get to hyperspace. And so that means you need hyperspace drives, and you need pentaxid, and you need all sorts of stuff in this universe in order to achieve faster than light travel. I ain't there yet. So I'm going to Masperon to get some cobalt and maybe to get some pentaxid a little bit, and just to kind of feel out the game again. A good start. Day 3, I'm already in space. Day 1 and 2 is just pretty much building up the base and then gathering the resources so I can build the plane. You call it a plane. I guess it's a ship, technically. It's a spaceship. I'm in space. But once I get by these asteroids, go down on this. Now this is a nasty little planet. It's got all sorts of little creatures, and it's got like scorpions and so I'm hoping to stay in the sunny side of the planet, so at least I can see them coming. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop and go, which means I'm going to land on the planet. I'm going to go for a couple of specific little things, and then I'm going to fly back to to Akua, to the base planet where my base is at. Now, you might be going, well, Kevin, why don't you build a base on the new planet so you don't have to fly back and forth? Well, I conceivably could, but Maspera, I don't really want to live there. I don't mind visiting, but I think building a hutch. I mean, at a certain point, I'll build a base on this planet, but But not today. Not today. Today I'm just going to gather a couple resources, get the lay of the land, get some scans, see what my oxygen's like there, fill up the old oxygen, and eat a little snack while I'm waiting. Okay, now we're gonna land on that planet. There we go. And boobity bit. So the first thing we're doing is we're looking at the resources. There's a resource right there. Now I'm not falling very quickly because the gravity is very light, which is cool. It makes it a little bit easier to navigate. Let me get to 2.5 is where the... Yep, there's the pentaxid. Now that means there are like little worms around here. See down there, there's like acid. And then in that field, if I'm correct, let's see if I'm correct. I believe in this direction I can find mushrooms, which is what I'm here for. The pentaxid is great, but sure. Right by those little vents there. Like that right there. I'm pretty sure that's pentaxid. But what's around them is a bigger question. And there's aloe. That's the other thing I need. Aloe and mushrooms. Let's see what we got here. We don't have any bullets in the ship. And I only got a shotgun with me. So, my goal is to jump out of the ship, grab some of those berries, grab some of those aloe vera plants, turn the power off, see where it settles. Alright, I'm standing on the top of my ship, looking around. Let's prep the shotgun. Alright, now we're just going to take a quick run around and we're going to gather some aloe here. I don't want to go too far from the ship because I'm going to have to evacuate quickly, I'm certain, because something's going to find me at some point. It's a very... You don't know, children. It's dangerous on... Don't go too far from the ships. Alright, berries over there. That's what I want. I want the berries. There we go. And anything else? Yep, you want the berries over there. This is for the farm. Those aren't berries. What about over there? Those, maybe. Those are berries. And that should be enough. Get a couple of these thorns. Alright, my ship is behind me. Don't see any movement in the short term. here's where I'm getting greedy. I'm going a little far from the ship. There's some mushrooms there. There's some pentaxid right here, which is good. Fantastic. Okay. More pentaxid. Get any more mushrooms? That looks mushroom-esque. Okay, so we got enough mushrooms. Go for that pentaxid. Right. Now I'm looking. I'm getting into the danger zone here. There's some more mushrooms. Okay. And all right, let's get back to the ship. I think that's good. I think we got enough. Enough to get that to the farm anyway. Going for a couple bonus crystals here. There we go. Okay, back to the ship. Okay. That was that. Just a simple trip to the planet. Now we're taking off again. We're going right there. Akua, the home planet. Just wanted to go get what we needed. And this will be really simple. So there we go. I'm gonna shoot for over the asteroid belt here. And we're on cruise control. Yay. Got my Empire spores here. Actually, we're gonna empty this out. While I'm in deep space travel. It's funny because I'm starting to feel more like these streams, the gaming streams, are more like long-form videos in a sense where it's less group interaction. Yeah, I mean, this isn't meant to be really, I'm not supposed to have a group in here interacting. The other streams are more fun because they're more interactive, but this is like if you want to kind of hang out with me when I'm not actually around. Like some people just want to listen to someone talk, so I guess this would be a good stream for that. If you want to just hang out with someone for a while. I'm grinding up a little weedage that Matt gave to me. And let's see what the bargain basement. What does this taste like? Smells all right. Let's see. Have to get a new piece here. I'm gonna overshoot the planet because I'm busy. Busy doing the weed. All right, there we go. Now you're pointed in the right direction. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm doing this little Empyrion series for me because I mean when I first started this game, I played this game a bunch of times over, and I haven't done the quests on any of them. I'm just come in, build up till I have hyperspace, and then I kind of get bored. But there's something to be said for the first part. For I like I like the sandbox quality of it. All right, hands on the keyboard, Mr. Nicholson. And coming in for a landing really quick. You got to get up though. Gravity's heavy. All right. And where are we in regards to the base? We're going the wrong direction. We need to go this way. There's the base. And let's see if we can plop it on the roof again. There we go. Looks okay. No. Okay, we're coming for another pass. All right, there we go. Come on, Kevin, you can do this. Oh, there we go. And power off. There you go. Not terrible. So, we gotta get this stuff into the fridge. There we go. So we got that, berries, thorns. There we go. And this goes into the cargo box. Good, good, good. Now, I need to make the mushrooms and the aloe. So, that's this machine here. I want mushroom. And I want aloe. And I want to place those. And that should be the start. Oh, akua berries, right? It's coffee. The alien honey I gotta get later. Where are the berries? Is that the berries? Freaking berries. There it is. And then we do that. For your milkshakes, you need your berry shakes. Cool. Let's start planting these suckers here. Let's get them in the... Those. There we go, those. Let's place them up. Okay. All right. And then... Okay. So I think the only thing we need is that honey. And then we're pretty much there. Fantastic, though. single successful mission. And the reason that getting all that stuff together is, well, the reason I do it is because there are things that you can make with all of them. Like, you need food anyway. But then you can get antibiotic ointments, and that requires herbal leaves and plant protein. Anti-radiation ointment, which is, you really need that, and that's mushrooms and plant protein. So that's why we're growing the mushrooms. And then we can get small health packs. That's what those alien thorns are for. You have that and a little purified water. And then anti-radiation pills. Those are important. Energy pills, not as much. We'll make one of everything there. So now that's all going, and we got the mushrooms planted. So when the mushrooms are ready to be harvested, then we'll fill the rest of that out. But I still need honey, right? Space oranges. I'll need to find that somewhere. So I need to find fruit. And alien honey I saw on the other planet, but I didn't grab. So essentially, at some point I'm going to have to find fruit. And that alien honey I'll run across easily enough. And we'll do a couple of things of meat. Let's see what we got here. Need a little of that. Okay, I'm all set there. My oxygen all the way up. Plenty of that. Alright. Everything looks pretty good. So now, what are we in for next? That's the question, isn't it? Well, you just air off over the So what's my next step? Well, if you're going to be fighting anything, you probably need to get a new suit. That's later. All right. How about bullets? 15mm bullets. How about turning on the light? Yeah. Swell. I want some more lights. Could always use more lights. Nice. And for the sake of shits and giggles, why don't we just put up those? Alright. Now I gotta put bullets in my gun. Alright, there we go. How about plenty of ammo? And we're gonna make some pills. There we go. Alright, now we should be okay for a little bit. We're cooking up. Get that going. Take the tech tree. Weapons. I think I'm alright with the shotgun in the short term. That's good. So, next thing we're going for, the Wayfarer. That requires a lot of carbon, a lot of neodymium. Neodymium. So, yeah, we're gonna try to get most of that stuff from the abandoned big ships. Capital vessel. Nope. So, neodymium. Bullets are in the gun. Three of those. So drill charge, that's good. But I think I need a... What do you need for... Where is it? That's what I'm looking at, multi-charge. Which is 10 Promethean pellets. That's what I need. I need the multi-charge. Unlike... I think they've changed things a little. Ammo is the energy cell, so let's make an energy cell. Alright, and then that should mean There we go. So what I need is I need it on the retrieve blocks mode. I'm going to need a bunch of those energy cells. How many do I have? Got 2 energy cells. How much to make more, I guess, is the real question. That right there should go in to the base, though. So let's look at that first. Manage. There we go. Now, we'll make some more of those energy cells. That's 5 steel plates and electronics, so let's do 10 of them. See if we can do that. Alright, I think we're, yeah, they changed a couple things, which is fine, because I learned, I adapted, but, so that's there, and I believe I still have bullets in there, too. So, let's go to cargo box, that there, this can go on me. Let's go and put those, see if those will fit in the ship. That's it. 25 on it, it's all holds. Okay, so we got bullets in the ship. I got... It's off to the desert planet, I think. Plenty of fuel. Plenty of bullets. That's not where we're going, but... Get into orbit. There we go. That's the ice planet. I'm not going there either. I need... Where is you? Where is you? There is you. Alrighty. That's our next destination. We're going to start ripping apart old freighters for parts. And we're going to see if that's going to... we're going to start throwing those things into that... we can make ships and stuff. I mean, I've already made a ship, but bigger ships. But at least I'm armed. This planet is a little more dangerous because of the fire rain. But, you know. The other thing about going into these old places like the ruined ships and stuff like that, is you can get technology upgrades, which are very handy. You know, it's not like finding something that's handy. Okay, it's clear. Well, it's clear anyway. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's just take a look. All right, so that's got a base core, so we can't do that. good to know. And of course you can hear the radiation. The Geiger counter, I believe they call that. That looks very temple-esque. Okay. Perhaps this would be more lucky. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Anything else of value in here, really? This isn't like the... This isn't a hall by any means. So there's the Prometheum. And you haven't been to the top, really. So I want to turn around, essentially. Turn around. Every now and then. Really? You want to play with me? Haha! That's got to be worth something. Let's see. Let's get out of the ship and get on over here. Ah, I bet you that's worth something. See? See? All right, let's first off have a couple bites to eat. Have a nice recharge the old all right, now we're at full stats. The energy matrices are worth something. Capacitors are alright. But I need to go. We got fire rain, guys. Fire rain. That means do not go outside. I want to go east. By quite a bit. Look at that sunrise. Still fire rain, so no going outside. We could go north and search. Yeah, let's go north since we can't get out. carbon. Swell. But I gotta wait out the fire rain. So, suppose I could, let's just put that up. That up, good. I guess right now we'll just wait it out. Try to wait it out a little bit. At some point, there is neodymium, but I haven't found it, so I'm going to guess that it's up here, and that's really my next thing. So essentially I have to head southeast, and then I can come back here later after the fire rain's done. So, I'm currently pointed southeast, right? Fantastic. What is this fire rain bullshit? Just a little vision. Heat wave, almost as bad. Okay, so I got still got a tear east. I guess over the top. That's the only thing I can think of. Still in a heat wave, so yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Enough exploring the universe for a little bit. I mean, that's a good chunk of little stuff. That wasn't a terribly, that wasn't like a super duper exploration. But that's all right. That much less I have to pick up later. And I did go up a tech tree, I'm pretty sure. It tells me I got a tech tree through thrusters medium. Projectile turrets. Container extension, landing gears. Don't crash into the planet. Don't crash into the planet. Spring. All right. There we go. Let's just back this right off. That looks like my, it's like my place. There we go. Power off. Still got half a tank of gas there. Really perched on the edge though. Alright, let's put that stuff in here. Need some of that. Fresh stone. That doesn't go there. Alright, what's that? That's fireloss. So all that stuff is fridge. Alright, and we'll have a nice little bite of that. And then we'll go back to the main cargo box. Didn't I take oxygen and move it somewhere? Oh, it's in the ship, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. And looks like everything's going pretty well over here. Vegetables. Plenty of fiber. You need a lot of fiber. Peppers. They're not ready yet. We still haven't gotten the honey plant. Alright, but we got a nice little harvest there. And that's plant fibers, we'll put that. And make sure we got plenty. Alright, we're doing good. Alright, so, although not terribly productive today, did get out, did explore some planets. Another reason why I prefer it here. I mean, come on. A nice place to live. But that being said, I'm gonna call it right here first for a little bit. It's been an hour and a half. So, what am I gonna do when I get back? I guess that's the big question. Well, you gotta do that tech tree thing. Container extension landing gears. Alright, so let's go down to the bottom. Landing gears. Oh, that's it. That's all I got. So I need to get a lot more done there. However, add a second screen MiMi to the factory. Right, currently everything's cool. We'll find that neodymium somewhere.